So you think we need one more? You think we need one more? What's going on, folks, and welcome back to Four Corners of the Galley. I'm your host, PBO, and you're joining me on another edition of our Top 4 plus one more. Well, what's that, folks? Well, that's our top list. Top anything. Top movies, top actors, top directors, top franchises, top adaptations, top In-N-Out, top McDonald's. Whatever we come up with, folks, we're putting a top list together. And with fall around the corner, with fall now in full swing, and America's pastime on Sunday back, folks, I decided to give us our top 4 plus one more football movies. That's right, folks. All of the great football movies throughout the years, I got it down to my top 4 plus one more. So without further ado, let's kick this bad boy off. Ooh. All right, guys. So coming in at number 4, I have 1993, The Program. Directed by David S. Ward, starring James Caan, Halle Berry, and Omar Epps. Woo! This movie is a true showing of what it's like to be a top young recruit and be taken into a football program, basically just called The Program, and what it takes and the details that it goes into when you're in the program, what you have to go through, and all the different things. The best part of this movie is it shows us all the different angles. From the top young running back that gets recruited, to the grizzly veteran quarterback entering his junior year now up for a Heisman, to the young guy that came out of nowhere and is now 207 pounds and wants to play D-line, to the basically the Lawrence Taylor of linebackers in college and how he has it all in front of him and something devastating happens to him. I mean, this gives it all to us. All the good and all the bad. And it is a great representation of what football is like and how the college level is crazy. All right, moving on to my number 3 football movies. And I have 1993, Rudy. Directed by David Asenberg, I hope I got your name right, starring Sean Astin and Jon Favreau. The legendary story of Rudy Rodeberg of Notre Dame. I mean, as a kid and a person that loved the Fighting Irish, there's no way you can't get nostalgic when you think about Rudy. And this is a great story about a kid who's 5'2", 5'3", who has the heart of a lion and will basically go against anybody anywhere playing football. He loves the game so much, he was willing to give it all up just to put on that gold helmet for his father. This story is amazing. It is a great movie. I know it's not all real, but man, does it make you fall in love with a kid from nowhere that with no talent and what he inspires an entire football team to do and the way he plays. Absolutely amazing. It don't get any better than that, folks. All right. And my wild card selection for football movies is 1986, The Best of Times. Directed by Roger Spottiswoode, starring Robin Williams and Kurt Russell. Now, some of you might never have seen this movie before. I had the luxury of seeing this movie as a kid and seeing it multiple times, and this is 100% a guilty pleasure of mine. This is the story of 2 young men who in high school were about to win the big game against their rival. The quarterback, Kurt Russell, throws the deep bomb to the wide receiver, Mr. Robin Williams, and what does he do? He drops the ball. So, some 40 years on later, they still, small town, it still hurts them. So they want a rematch. And we get these old 40-year-old dudes out there trying to play a rematch game against this old high school. Talk about hilarity. I mean, sometimes football movies just need to be about nostalgia and how we should not be trying to do it again when we get old. What a great movie. Check it out, folks. I'm telling you, you will walk away with a smile on your face. All right. And my number 2 movie for football movies is 2000, Remember the Titans. Directed by Bonza Yakina, starring Denzel Washington, Will Patton, Wood Harris, and Ryan Hurst. Woo! This is the story of Coach Boone, who took over one of the first Southern Virginia schools and integrated them with whites and blacks back in the 60s, and how he had to overdeal the adversity to take a team and not lose a game. This thing has got everything from race to life to football to friendship to love to tragedy. This has it all, and it's all real, folks. This is an amazing, amazing tale about how it doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. It's all about the color of that jersey that you put on, and when you get together with those 10 men and 11 on the field, and you take out the other ones. That's all that matters, folks. It's football, baby. It's what it's about. All right, folks. We're up there now, and my number one football movie is 2004 Friday Night Lights. Directed by Peter Berg, starring Billy Bob Thornton, Lucas Black, Derek Luke, and Jay Hernandez. This is the true tale of the 1988 Permia Tigers. Tigers from West Texas. A small school, but in the heart of Texas, football is king. And this is the true story of a bunch of young, talented individuals. And they play for this school with a great tradition of winning, and how they put it all together when they lose their best player after the first game and get all the way to the championship game, only to lose to the best team. And then to come back the next year and not lose a game. This thing is amazing. You see the real life tragedy and heartbreak and greatness of these young kids and what they had to go through and what they deal with deep in the heart of Texas playing football. Where it goes football, God, and family. I mean, that is it, folks. And this thing is a great tale. Peter Berg brings a true realism to football. And as you can tell, I feel like the best stories are at the high school and college level, when it shows that kid when he cares only about the jersey and the name on and the team on the front and not the name on the back, because that's where they play for it all. Woo! Well, there you go, folks. There's my top 4 plus one more football movies. Let's do a quick recap. At number 4, I have The Program. At number 3, I have Rudy. At number 2, I have Remember the Titans. At number 1, I have Friday Night Lights. And my wild card, folks, is The Best of Times. There it is, folks. You might not like it. I love the heart of football. That's what I go with. Until next time, guys. Good night, Ted.